All right. What's going on, boys? How you doing? Garvish, Dhruv, Ginger, Andrew one. Where's Andrew two? Ricky, Onkar, welcome. So a little continuation of that last rip on Friday close. If you guys read the newsletter, you knew to expect that today. I did say in the morning I was not interested in going shorts. I did enter a few calls. Nothing crazy. Obviously, we're playing counter trend. I'm not going to go full size in calls here. But I do expect a little bit of a rally here. One of the main reasons being is the IWM, as I pointed out on the newsletter. On Friday, you guys seen when SPY, so this is Friday's candle, the low was 171.79. The low of the year on IWM is 168.90. So while IWM did have a red day on Friday, SPY and QQQ actually took out the yearly lows on Friday, which IWM did not. And as you guys know, as we've taught you, IWM small caps. What's up, Abbas? How you doing, brother? IWM and small caps usually lead the market up and down. So you can look at any chart, it'll show you the same thing. From the COVID lows, from the COVID crash, IWM crashed the hardest and the fastest. And when it recovered the hardest and the fastest. And you guys seen we were in a huge base for about a year. Finally broke down out of that base. By the way, IWM was breaking down before the rest of the market. Came down, bear flag, breakdown again. We almost filled this gap from back in November of 2020. We didn't quite get there, but there is a weekly resistance there as well. So if you guys draw this weekly, right about here, right from the COVID highs, I believe, right about there. So there is a bunch of resistance and support and a gap fill here on IWM. And I don't think, as you guys know, I don't really believe in stocks going straight up and down. Not believe in, but it's not what they do actually. What's going on? Do I have a good connection? Yes, I do. Okay. So what we're watching for here is IWM to lead the rally. So what happened? On Friday, obviously we held the yearly lows while SPY and QQQ did not. Like I said, for a rally to start, we need IWM to start picking up. Like one of the favorite tickers that I watch because of Kara. I don't know if you guys know our member in MSL named Kara. She put me on this rut that I started watching. Is this the one? There was a huge resistance at 1800 that I was really struggling with. There it is. I don't know why it was different there. But if you guys look at a 4-hour chart on rut, this is the cash version of IWM, basically small caps. You guys seen 1800 has been a huge level for a long time. It rejected back here May 10th, rejected on May 11th, rejected on May 13th, finally got through for a day or two and then came right back down. And we've been trying to break it from underneath. After that, can't get through. What's up, Carlos? How you doing? So what I want to watch for on this potential rally that I'm seeing is IWM to lead. We need IWM to start spiking up. This is the first 4-hour close above the 50-day moving average, since it looks like every single rally stalled there looking back at the 4-hour, except for the one in March. So the one in March is the one I am eyeing right here. This one right here. We closed above the 50-day and then we just kept running. And IWM will lead us. So basically, if IWM rejects this 50-day, starts moving back down, rally is canceled, we're probably going to go revisit those lows. What's up, Andrew? Number 2, you're late, bro. But if we close above the 50-day on the 4-hour, then we start looking at the daily chart. Daily chart shows that the 21-day moving average is at 182. The thing I'm looking for right here is the 20-day SMA, which would be 181.26. That's where I think this rally will go, which is another $3-4. I'm not getting crazy. I'm not saying IWM is going to go back to all-time high. I'm not saying it's going to bounce 20%, 30%. I'm saying 181, which is another $3. And as you guys know, in a bear market, when you short too early or you destroy accounts, like it's not good. VIX, I'm looking for a pullback before Wednesday. I want it under 26, which would put us near the 50-day moving average again, where it's been bouncing recently. As you guys see, big rip here, pulled back to the 50-day, closed one day below it, and then big ripper the next day, came back again, 50-day, closed one day before it, below it. Next day ripper. If we get this exact same setup, it's going to be such an easy put play. I'm saying we come down, we close below the 50-day moving average on VIX, which is 25.94 right now. It'll change by tomorrow. But 25.94, one close below it the next day, we know we can start playing puts, and it'll be very, very easy. Bitcoin is the reason that we didn't rally in the power hour. In my opinion, we were very strong. We looked very, very good in power hour. We did rally at the last 10 minutes or so. But I think the whole power hour would have been a rally if we didn't have this stupid Bitcoin dump Elon Musk, Kathy Woods, and someone else is talking about Bitcoin on YouTube Live right now. As soon as they started talking, this is exactly what happened. They started talking, I think, at like 250 and just straight down. We lost a weekly support. This is a weekly support I was talking about in the chat with you guys. It's a very, very big weekly support. It's all the way from December of 2020. We've tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th week we're testing this weekly support. Obviously, you guys know the more we test a support or resistance, the more likely they are to break. So we have 6 days left on Bitcoin. It's too early to say that it's going to break or it's going to hold. Other than that, there's a bunch of charts. Obviously, I did take a couple plays today. Tesla, complete flush this morning. Seen that turnaround. We were bullish on the market coming in, as you guys know from the newsletter. Tesla overall is a very bearish chart, but that doesn't mean we can't bounce, guys. So what we're looking for, if you want to be a full-time bear, you have to wait for the bounces. If you want to be a bull, that's fine. Wait for your entries properly. Tesla basically 633 was a low on Friday, 638 was a low today. You can almost call that a double bottom, guys, on a stock that moves as much as Tesla. Could be known as a double bottom. You have the daily getting RSIs getting beat up. Like, it's too hard for me to short when the RSIs on Tesla, like stocks, biggest stocks in the market, Tesla's at 32 daily RSI. You can go back in history. Tesla doesn't get under 40 very often on the RSI. This is a cult stock. There's a lot of people following it. And if I had to bet, I'd bet on a little rally before another downturn. We are still in a bear market. We're still in a downtrend. I still think the lows aren't in for the year, but I do think we get a bounce very, very soon. That's the daily 32 RSI. You got the weekly getting beat up. Like, the weekly RSI is 37 on Tesla. Last time the RSI was this low on Tesla was 2019, guys. And it probably started a massive rally. Let's see. Right about here. Yep. So weekly got down to 30 RSI here, 27. Where did I see 27? So 29 right here RSI, and you guys see about 5 weeks of rally straight on Tesla. Not saying it's the same situation, not saying the same thing is going to happen. I'm just saying the odds are in favor of a bounce right now, especially with these weekly charts getting destroyed. Stocks don't go straight up, stocks don't go straight down. So just be careful if you're thinking about puts here. Jumia was my trade of the week from the newsletter. As you guys see here, we passed back above the daily cloud. I do use this sometimes. We passed back above the daily cloud. Huge move, obviously a 31% up day on earnings. We have to consolidate that move somehow. So 4 days straight sideways, holding above the cloud. Today we dipped below. I made my entry. We closed above. So everything looks fine on Jumia right now, in my opinion. 4 hours getting very, very tight both leg. And let's see where it goes. I think, like I said, IWM will lead us. So Jumia is a small cap. We'll see where it goes. DKNG, same type of play. Huge open interest in the contracts I called. Same type thing like small caps. Daily did bounce back. We are holding much better. Up at these levels, we have clear stop out, which would be Friday's low, 13.19. And if the rally wants to get going, we have the 50-day above, which is at 15.95. Our calls are $15 calls, so even if we get even close to the 50-day, we'll be in the money and we should get paid. ARK, same type of play as you guys see here. I'm guessing Zoom did well on earnings. We got a little gap up post-market. ARK is the same thing, guys. Look at the weekly chart on ARK. Like, this is, I know it's a shit. I hate Kathy Wood just as much as all you guys do. Probably more. But, if you guys see here, these are like the COVID lows, guys. Most of her companies are COVID companies like T-Doc, Zoom, all them. She chased them way too high. I don't mind getting in much cheaper. So Zoom, this is a weekly chart of ARK. We have an RSI on the weekly of 24. We have big sell volumes. That's usually seller exhaustion. I'm waiting. Yeah, I told you, Ricky. I knew Zoom was going to beat, man. And the stochastics are way beat up. So I'm just looking for some temporary bounces in these stocks. I'm not planning on holding them until they go back to all-time highs because I don't think many of them will. And I tried to warn you guys not to take Zoom puts. ARK was another way to play it long, and Zoom is up 18% after hours. RD, I hope you're listening, bro. Shopify brought to me by my friend Bucky. Very clean 1 hour chart, very clean resistance, very clean support, as you guys see here. Just draw it out for you visual learners here. Yeah, we'll just draw it out. So it's a very, very clean support and resistance. It's just a channel. It's accumulation. Let's see if it breaks out. It looks like it started to break out at the end of the day there. If we get a gap up on shop tomorrow, it can gap and run. If we open lower, I wouldn't enter until we get to the bottom of support. If it's a clean breakout, you can chase it up there. That's fine. And it just looks like a very tight range here on Shopify. As you guys see here, there's a lot of activity in this range. And last time it broke to the upside, you got a monster move. And Turkey is one of the best players at Shop that I know. So if he calls out something, just pay attention to it. This morning I mentioned 4 stocks that I was watching. If we do rally, PBR was one of them. All-time highs today, I think. Not all-time highs, but took out the previous high here from April 13th, and a big green bar. We were up over 5%, and it looks like a V-shape right to all-time highs. Lots of good news about oil. I am still bullish oil, guys. Brazil oil company, can't go wrong, really. Oxy was lagging a little bit today. There might be a play left in this one as well. It was lagging in the morning, and then all of a sudden it just started ripping. You guys see how it was going sideways all morning while PBR was ripping all day? You can see it right here. So PBR 30-minute chart straight up, just grind up. Oxy was completely sideways, kind of bear flagging, and then all of a sudden just blew up. I'm still bullish oil for now. Para, another one I called out. Warren Buffett took a big stake in this one. It has a price to earnings of 5. I know it doesn't mean much in fundamentals in this market, but still, it's a very cheap stock. And when you got Buffett backing you, usually you get some kind of spike. So you see 15% spike. It consolidated 4 days, and now it's trying to take out those highs. It's banging its head right on the 50-day moving average though. So if you are bearish on Para, today was probably a perfect put entry day. Apple, strong day, 138. I remember it was trading in the 120s, I believe, on Friday. 132. So I did say I wanted some Apple equity at 125. We didn't quite get there on Friday. We got a nice little bounce today, up 4%. We're sitting right at the 8-day moving average. That's where the last bounce died. Let's see if it can get some legs and keep going. But again, these companies, they're not going anywhere, man. I don't care what kind of recession there is. I don't care what happens. Everyone's still going to buy their iPhones, still going to buy AirPods, still going to buy Apple Watches. And we're going to see what happens. Even the weekly charts, guys, even Apple. Like, guys, you're witnessing history. In this bear market, you're witnessing literal history. Why do I say that? Look at this RSI on Apple, 33, guys. 33 RSI on Apple. Last time we had it was in the COVID crash, and even then it only got to 36. Apple does not get this oversold straight in a line usually. And last time was January 2018 when they raised rates last time. And that's the lowest it went, guys. So 7 straight red weeks, I mean, or 8 straight, whatever it is. It's not normal, it's not usual, and I cannot tell someone that I'm taking puts when we're down 7 weeks in a row. Probably better to stay on the sidelines if you're very bearish, but for me, I like my chances in farther out calls right now, just for a little rally. NVIDIA earnings on Wednesday started off the day very, very weak, along with AMD and other chips. Some of the only stocks that opened red this morning. Did make up for it, nice little uptrend, and we close at the high of the day. And then you look at the daily candle, and it actually looks pretty nice, you know what I mean? So that's how they trick you with these daily candles. They paint them. They open like shit. On overall, we have an inside day on NVIDIA. Not much to get excited about. We do have earnings on Wednesday. I do expect them to beat earnings. AMD beat earnings. Why wouldn't NVIDIA? And here is everyone's favorite NVIDIA. I mean AMD. Same thing. Inside candle, green candle, solid green. They painted the candle very, very well, and it looks great. Zoom, gap up. 10% of ARC is Zoom. So we should have a nice little gap up on ARC tomorrow. Other than that, I mean, I've made my view very clear. Weeklies are very, very oversold. We've been down in a straight line for almost 7-8 weeks. We're due for a bounce. How far does the bounce go? Nobody knows. Make sure you're taking your profits. We're playing counter trend. My call positions are much smaller than my put positions have been. So I just wanted to point that out. Other than that, good luck. Let's see if we get a gap up and go. Let's see if Powell's a little more dovish tomorrow, and FOMC minutes on Wednesday. Be careful. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for attending.